Good evening, everybody. Welcome into our second installment of the first ever virtual fan day for UK football, presented by Clay Ingels and Tom Leach from the UK Sports Network. And we have several guys slated to chat with you all tonight. So we're going to break them up into two groups. Our first group, now on the screen, will go across the top row. Quentin Bohanna. Quentin, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be
Josh,
here.
Josh Pascal,
How y'all doing?
Boogie Watson,
How you doing?
and Phil Hoskins, who has a special surprise for us later in the pet department. We saw all the dogs last night. It's something a little different tonight. We're going to take questions from fans for a bit here. And if you have questions, just post them on Facebook or Twitter, the UK football accounts. And then we'll have a second group of players coming up a little bit later on. So let's just go around the horn to begin. And while we wait for some questions to come in, we'll start with Phil. And tell me, what is it about this team that makes you excited about what you guys can accomplish this year?
I feel like just how close we are, because in my time here, I've realized and I now understand how important it is to be close with your teammates, because when you are, you're not just playing for yourself, but you playing for the guy next to you. And it might sound like, textbook or like a cliche, but it's a lot of truth behind that statement. And plus, I feel like there's a lot of talent and older talent on this team, so I feel like we'll have a pretty good year.
Okay, we'll go to Boogie Watson next for that same question.
I think we have a lot of returning starters on both sides of the ball, so I think a lot of guys who've been in the fire of the SEC, playing in the best conference in college football, starting in those type of games, a lot of those guys are returning. So I think that gives us, a lot of confidence going into this season, from playing a lot of starting last year. So I think, all the returning starters, and just like Phil said, the continuity of the team is a lot better than it's been in past years.
All right, we'll move to the top row of our boxes here. Josh Haskell, what do you think about this upcoming season?
I just think that we have a lot of talent, and of course, like everyone said, we're a brotherhood here. We look to our left and our right while we're on the field, and we play for each other, and we know that we can trust everyone on the field next to us. And I feel like that's something that that's something that you need in the defense is to be able to trust others that's on the field with you, and that's something that we have. I feel like that we're all hungry as well. We all have goals that we're trying to chase, and then we have goals as a defense that we're trying to chase as well. So I feel like we're relentless right now, and that we just got to keep working.
And Quentin Bohanna.
I think we just got a lot of talented players, and we got a lot of self-motivated players. We got a lot to prove, and we got a lot of players who played together. So we just ready to play and prove that we one of the best teams in the nation.
Okay, thank you, guys. I think we've got a question from Jimmy, and he basically just makes a statement that both of the lines, the offensive line and the defensive line, will be the best in the SEC. We had the offensive line guys on last night, the big blue wall. Quentin, what do you think about this defensive line? What do you think, you guys? Do you think you could be the best defensive line in the SEC?
For sure, I for surely think we can. And me, Josh, and Phil, it's crazy we are together because we the leaders of that group. We the ones. And so we got a lot to prove. So, and we've been going against the best every day for a month now. So I think for sure that we can be the best in the SEC.
Josh, let me ask you, moving from outside linebacker now to playing defensive end, what's that adjustment been like for you, and how do you like it so far?
It's been good. I feel like I'm back in the natural position that I, grew up playing. I feel like I'm explosive as I've ever been. I feel like being an outside linebacker has helped me play defensive line as well, just by knowing the defense and knowing where blitzes are coming from and things of that sort. And then I have guys like Phil and Q who have helped me with my technique as far as moving down to the defensive line, because it's a whole different technique that you have to learn. And so being able to have guys like Phil and Q just push me each and every day, just so that I can work to be the best, that's just all you can ask for.
All right, for the next question, we're going to go to Phil. And the question comes from Big Cat, who wants to know who you think's the toughest offensive lineman to go up against in practice.
Who's the toughest offensive lineman to go up against in practice? I would say both of our tackles. I would really say all of our O-line because they all have their own skill set and they're all pretty good at their own skill set. But I would definitely say both of our tackles because those are some pretty hefty boys. They're pretty hefty.
Our next question comes from TJ and wanting to know your guys' thoughts. And we'll go around the horn on this one. Your guys' thoughts on playing your entire schedule against SEC competition, 10 games starting a week from Saturday. We'll start with Quentin on that one. What do you think?
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. All eyes going to be on us, so I'm looking forward to it.
Boogie, what about you?
I think, us, everybody on the screen pretty much is seniors. Josh, of course, freshman, junior. But I think we all, are blessed with the opportunity, the platform to play all SEC games. Gives us a chance to produce and gives us a chance to get on the boards for scouts. The scouts are going to be looking at the SEC as one of the best conferences in college football. So for us to be able to have 10 games against the best teams in the country, we can ask for a better platform going into our senior season.
Phil, Kentucky's never done 10 SEC games to make up a season. What do you think about it?
I'm excited. I know everybody else is excited. I'm very excited to be playing Auburn, Alabama, definitely Alabama, because they played them the year before I got here. And I was like, man, in my time here, I wish I get to play Alabama. And, it's crazy how this happened. Now we playing them. So, I feel like it's a great opportunity for all of us, especially the young guys. They're about to get to see what, the best of the best teams are like, but for the entire season. So I think it's a good experience.
And finally, Josh, we'll get you to weigh in on that one, on the all-SEC schedule.
I love it just because of the level of competition. Just being able to play against the best each and every week during the season. Like Boogie said, the SEC is arguably the best conference in college football. So being able to line up against, a great team each and every week that's going to be able to, scouts look at that and things of that sort. So they'll be able to boost guys' draft stocks and things of that sort.
All right, our next question comes from A. Koki. Does anybody have any cool touchdown celebrations ready for Auburn? Now, you guys are all on the defensive side, but you could score a touchdown. Anybody going to do anything special if you find your way to the end zone?
Who got some?
Line up and do it again.
Go. What'd you say, Boogie?
Line up and do it again.
Line up and do it again. I like that. Get two.
If I score a touchdown, I'm running to the locker room. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right, we'll move on to our next question. A few questions were sent in earlier before the broadcast, so let's see if we've got one of those. There it is from John over in Frankfurt. Growing up, who was your favorite player from any sport? We'll let everybody weigh in on this one. We'll start with you, Josh. Favorite player? It doesn't have to be football; it could be any sport. Who was it for you?
Growing up, it was probably even Kobe Bryant for basketball, just because of his Mamba mentality. And then for football, when I was younger, I played quarterback. So my favorite player is my favorite.
All right, we'll go to Boogie next, the other guy from the Eastern Shore there.
I'll probably go with LeBron James and Von Miller. Just LeBron, he's the best of my era growing up watching basketball. I feel like he's one of the best to ever do it. So LeBron, and then Von, he's kind of my inspiration to play football, play pretty much the same position. So those probably my two.
Quentin, what about you?
Football-wise, it was Brady, because I'm a big Tom Brady fan. And basketball, it was Penny Hardaway, deep from where I'm from, and I've always been a big fan of him. Even though he was before my time, I still watched him and everything, because he's from Memphis.
I don't know if all fans know this, Quentin, but I know you told me this before. Even though you're a nose guard now, you were once a quarterback, right?
Yeah, for sure. Healthy lefty. For sure. I was known for my arm strength and my accuracy.
Phil, let's go to you. Favorite player, any sport?
Okay. I have 3, and they're all football. The first was Reggie White. I just liked how he played. He was a beast. Then Dominican Sue, his first 3 years, there was nobody more physical or aggressive, in my opinion, than Dominican Sue. And then Lawrence Taylor, his mentality on the field was just it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I can't explain it.
Yeah, those 3 great ones for the defensive side. Let's see. Let's go to another question. This is from G. Perry. Who is your greatest source of inspiration outside of sports? Quentin, what about you?
For me, it's my mom, because I see all my 21 years of living, she's been working her tail off, so she's my greatest inspiration.
Boogie?
Just got my whole family. Just, our relationship, is one of the reasons, I play. I play to help them out. They supported me for my whole life. They pretty much pushed me to be great in sports and try to be great in sports. And, I'll have to say my entire family.
Let's go to Josh for that question.
I say my entire family as well, just because they push me each and every day to be the best. They expect that now. They don't let me settle for anything less than hard work each and every day. And so I'll probably say my family just for always sacrificing for me and just always being there for them.
And Phil, we'll get you to weigh in on that one too.
Okay. I would have to go with my immediate family as well and my son. Definitely my son. My son changed my entire approach to everything that I do, honestly. But yeah, my immediate family and my son.
You guys are all veterans, so you've been through the normal fan days. Unfortunately, we couldn't have one of those this year. But the next question is for any memories, funny stories, anything that you think back that strikes your mind about a fan day from one of the past years. Boogie, any stories?
I honestly can't think of nothing, out of the ordinary. It was great times. I missed them. Mad we can't have a real fan day this year, but I can't think of any unique stories, honestly.
Quentin, anything?
The craziest thing to me was seeing how the line used to be wrapped around the indoor facility for Benny. I used to laugh at that every year that he was there.
How about Benny last night?
Yeah, he had a good game last night.
I know.
Josh, Phil, anything for as far as anything funny from fan day? And if not, that's okay, but funny or memorable?
Just the long line for Benny, that's it.
Yeah. Oh, it's on me?
Okay. Yeah, if you've got it, do you have anything?
I'd probably say, like you said, the lines wrapped around for now Terry. But the funniest thing I always see, though, is my teammates writing their phone numbers or Snapchats on girls' posters. That's probably the one for me.
All right, we're going to go to another question that came in earlier from someone who couldn't be with us during the show. It's from Treyon. Who is the funniest guy on the team? Josh? Anybody that wins that title?
I'm gonna have to get at the Q.
Q, what do you think about that? Does that sound like you?
I don't try to be funny. I'm just naturally, people laugh at what I say. So I guess so. It's something funny. But I
Just natural.
He just like a clown.
All right. Boogie, Phil, anything to add? Anybody other than Q for you guys?
I'll go with Alan Daly.
Alan Daly.
Yeah, that boy hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny for real.
What is it? Something he does just on his own, just not really knowing it, or is he like jokester or what?
Yeah, jokester.
Jokester.
Let you have it.
Wrong with it.
All right, Alan Daly. All right. All right. Any other questions? think that's. Oh yeah, one other. We'll get back to. We'll hang on to that question for the next set because we're about out of time. But we wanted to get Phil, as we promised, to show us your company you have there with you at your place.
Okay.
Because last night we saw a lot of dogs. This is not a dog that is keeping you company.
Yeah, I got a different hobby other than the dogs. You ever see this fish tank in the back?
Yeah, looks great.
Let me get closer.
Oh yeah,
There's some big fish, Phil. What kind of fish them is, Phil?
I got some Flacos, some Jaguar cichlids, some Jack Dempseys. Oh, they in there doing something crazy. Salvini cichlids. I got a bunch of stuff. It's a bunch of stuff in that tank, you know.
and they kind of help you relax. You were telling us, right?
Definitely. I got fish tanks in the living room, in my room. It's just, that's my hobby.
Good for you. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate the time. Can't wait to see you guys out on the field a week from Saturday. So look forward to seeing you guys do your thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's been our
Lexington, Kentucky, the home of thoroughbreds, opportunity, and a blue-collar mentality. At the University of Kentucky, anything is possible. It's the people who make it home.
Big Blue Nation is roaring. The party has started. Kentucky earning respect with every snap.
We specifically tailor what we do, not only to the football athlete, but to each position.
We build a foundation in 3 to 4 years of training that wherever you go, all you're going to do is fine-tune the aspects of your training that we've, brought you through over the course of your career here.
Here at Kentucky, we pride ourselves on taking care of the student athlete as a whole. We want to help take care of their bodies and their minds to get them to where they want to be in life.
Our program's very individualized in terms of finding a specific plan for each individual athlete so that they can find academic success.
We have a 24/7 fueling zone here available to the athletes. It's always fully stocked with fresh foods.
If you do the work on the field, our group of communicators, marketing, PR people, video people, photographers, all of us together, we're going to figure out a way to make sure that you become the best player you can be off the field.
What we strive to do is just build men of, competence, character, and guys who are going to be ready for consequence.
Being able to serve a purpose, not just being a football player, it makes me more cognizant of my decisions, of anything that I do.
You are building a brand that is worth something. Find somebody you can relate to. Find somebody that's speaking life into you.
I seen the vision that Coach Stoops had, and I wanted to be a part of that vision.
Respect I have for that man as a person, as a coach, and as just a human being. He's just awesome to be around.
We look at it as a whole person development. How specifically will you alter your habits to help you overcome deficiencies?
The opportunity is yours. On the field, in the community, in the classroom. When people ask why Kentucky, we say, why not?
From my perspective, I feel like I was having a bad game to begin with. Since I gave up a touchdown beginning of the game. But then I had leaders on the team, coming to me saying we still need you, we need you to come out here and make a play.
First quarter, I had a deflection and the ball fell right next to me. I could have picked it. And everybody was telling me you could have had you one, so I told them I'll make it up. The play, before this play, I believe they tried to do an out route, but it went out of bounds. And so Coach White told us, no, something's coming. A trick play is coming.
31-30, the Wildcats lead. 4 seconds left in the bell pull. He drops. He throws over the middle. There's the catch.
Really, with lateral pass, you really can't position yourself because you don't know where it's going to go. You just got to
run. And that's what I was doing. I was just running as fast as I could. Once I finally got there, I saw him pitching back to the quarterback. I saw how close I was to the quarterback. That's when I was like, oh, I gotta try to kill him.
And then when I seen Brandon make the tackle and the ball was bouncing, I said, got one more bounce in it. I'm gonna try to get it and score. And I looked at the jumbo screen and I seen there was one player behind me. I was like, please don't catch me. And when I felt him slip off, I said, yes, it's over. I see all green.
Tony breaks away. He's going to score. Jordan Wright runs it in for the touchdown to give the Wildcats a 37-30 win.
I was in the crowd. I couldn't breathe at first because everybody was around me.
At the end of that game, being a part of it, like I ain't never been a part of nothing like this. So like it brought tears to my eyes after the play, like seeing everybody celebrate, watching the seniors, celebrate, seeing how happy they was. So yeah, it was like that was a big part of my life.
Yeah, what an exciting finish to the bowl game. The last time we saw the Wildcats on the field, that was down in Charlotte. The next time we'll see them on the field is a week from Saturday when Kentucky opens the 2020 season at Auburn in a matchup of nationally ranked teams. And we welcome you back into our virtual fan day. Normally, you'd have a chance to go out to Kroger Field and meet these guys and get autographs, and hopefully by 2021 we'll be back to normal. But we are making adjustments here in this crazy 2020 season. And this virtual fan day is presented by Clay Ingels, and we're going to welcome into the program Jordan Wright, who you just saw scoop up that loose ball in the Belk Bowl and run it back for a touchdown. We've got J.J. Weaver and Octavius Oxendine with Trayvon Ribka alongside, right, Octavius?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we got 2 for 1 up in that box. We're going to ask questions for you guys from the fans as they send them in, or they've sent them in earlier. We've got one to start out with. Comes from Tanya, and we'll go around the horn on this, get everybody's answer. She wants to know about game day superstitions. So we'll start with Jordan. Any game day superstitions for you?
I say the catwalk.
What do you like about that?
Just the atmosphere that gets you going, your blood flowing, you get that chills in your body, and it just gets you ready.
Octavius, Trayvon, either one of you guys have any superstitions?
In high school, I used to always wear the same shirt. I used to always wear the same shirt every game day, same outfit every game day, but it's college now, so I'm going to find me something new.
Trayvon, anything?
I try to listen to the same song every game to get me in the zone.
Now, do you pick a different song each week, or is it the same song the whole season? What is it?
It's a Kurt Franklin song. It's gospel music.
And let's see, we need JJ. What about you? Game day superstitions?
Just getting that phone call from my mom before the game. Again, she be getting me hype every time.
Okay. But you can't beat a call from mom to get you going. All right. We're going to take one of the questions that came in earlier from somebody that couldn't be with us on the live stream at this time. From Meredith from Louisville, asking why you guys chose to come to play at the University of Kentucky. Octavius, you're one of the newest guys to the group. So what about you? Why?
It just felt like home, really. I never thought growing up that I wanted to stay home and play college football here, but growing up and getting recruited by Morrow, it really showed like it was really a hometown school, and the fans here are very loving, so it felt like home to me.
Trayvon?
Just the defensive coaches, like all of them, I feel like they could coach me up, and that's just what I need right now is some coaching, and I'll be fine. That's why I came.
JJ, why did you choose Kentucky?
I want to say the same thing as just being like a Louisville kid, being a Kentucky kid. I just feel like Kentucky was just home for me.
And finally, Jordan.
Just being from Florida, which being so far away from home, me and my parents, we felt like Kentucky felt like a home with the coaches and the players, just being one family.
Josh just sent in a note. Is it September 26th yet? I know we all wish it was. I'm sure you guys do too. But a week from Saturday, you get to play games. You're going to play. I'll ask you a question that came in with the last group. Get each of you guys to weigh in on this. Going to be 10 SEC games this fall for the first time ever for Kentucky. JJ, what about playing 10 SEC games week in and week out? Quite a grind, but you looking forward to it?
Most definitely. I'm ready. We ready. We are ready.
Jordan?
Yes, we are ready. They're giving us the opportunity to show them that Kentucky is a football school.
Octavius?
I feel the same way as both of them. We ready. I feel like we put in a lot of work to go out there and play 10 SEC football games.
And Traylon?
I feel the same way. It's just 10 games to show that we can really play. And we're one of the best teams in the SEC.
Question from Jay coming in via one of our platforms about Terry Wilson and how he's looking coming back from his injury. We'll put that one to you, Jordan, being a guy on the other side, maybe trying to deflect or pick off the occasional Terry Wilson pass or keep him from running too far. What are you seeing?
All I got to say is it's a new Terry. He got faster, he more confidence, and he go show he the best quarterback in the nation.
That's strong. I like hearing that. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's lost anything. Question from Big Cat. What surprised you most when you arrived at UK for the first time? We'll start with a couple of the newest guys. Octavius, anything surprise you?
Just the early workouts. I mean, I knew it was going to come fast, but I early enrolled, so I was here right after the bowl game, really. And coming in, like the next week, it was like 5 a.m. workouts, but it just showed you that what type of ground the SEC has and how University of Kentucky is coming along in the SEC.
Trayvon?
Just the tempo, how fast things are, and like the time management that you got to get used to. But besides that, everything else is all right.
Thanks, guys. We'll take a few more questions here for a few more minutes off our Twitter and Facebook platforms and others that have come in earlier from folks that couldn't join us here on the live stream. Our virtual fan days presented by Clay Ingels. This one comes from Mike, who is a Cat fan in Virginia Beach, Virginia. We talked about the grind of playing 10 SEC games, but it's only SEC, no non-conference. So, Jordan, you guys like the idea of playing nothing but conference competition?
Yes, we love it.
What about you, JJ?
Me, I want to play against Louisville, so I'm with it. But then again, I want to play against Louisville.
Got a question from for Jordan that came in from 9 Go Live. What's the difference between this defense or Kentucky and other defenses you've played on in your time here?
I say we all got that brotherhood, but I feel like our bond is more tighter. Like outside of the facility, we all hang with each other here and there. So I feel like we got a much tighter bond.
JJ, seems like there's just a tremendous sense of unity for you guys with everything you're having to deal with to get ready for this season. Seems like everybody's been all in.
For sure. Everybody have.
Keep the questions coming, folks, on our virtual fan day. We'll have one of these tomorrow night at 8 Eastern time and then another one on Thursday night to wrap up the week. Question from Michael. What's been the most rewarding or surprising thing about playing football for Kentucky? Jordan?
I say the most surprising thing would be how we changing the program. Everybody just doubting us and we just shocking them, and we still got more to come.
JJ, anything for you?
Just being out there, just playing football with the guys. Just like surprised me is when I first got in, I made a tackle. The whole team was excited. The fans, you can hear the fan going crazy. So that's so exciting. Best feeling.
Well, that's the two youngest guys. Since you guys haven't played a game yet, instead of memories or favorite moments, tell me about anything that has surprised you or been noteworthy to you about adjusting to what college football is all about as opposed to high school? Trayvon, we'll start with you.
It's way different. It's very fast, it's very physical, and it's just something you got to be ready for. You just got to be physical and fast, and you'll be fine.
And Octavius?
I feel the same way. I feel like the tempo is way faster, and every day you got to come to practice like it's a game, like it's a game day. You practice basically 5 times to 6 times a week, so you go out there every day with other grown men and come in, like it really shows you, like it's really different, like because you come in 17, 18 years old, and you're out there playing with 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, like who out there that's like really going to go get it.
Well, we have you two guys on the screen. We'll come to you, and then we'll go around the horn for a question that we had in the last session, but is a good one to put to you guys as well. Who's, and this came from G. Perry, a source of inspiration for each of you outside of football? Anybody that has inspired you in your life, a family member, coach, an athlete, whatever? So Octavius and Trayvon then.
My grandfather, he's always been a big football fan, and there was a point where I wanted to quit, and then he told me to keep going, and then ever since then I just fell in love with it and kept playing.
What's his name?
Ricky Newsom.
Okay, Octavius?
I'll probably say my family, and just as far as inspired, I'll probably say God too. It's just I feel like growing up, they always had my back, and I just seen them do some strong things in life that really made me like want to keep pushing, because I feel like, you know, we think we're struggling playing football, but that's really a gift that we have.
Jordan, what about you? Biggest inspiration outside of football?
I said my mom and dad. They showed me the way how if things get hard, you still got to keep pushing and never show a sign of weakness.
And JJ?
I want to say my father. He recently got murdered 2 months ago, so I want to say him.
I know it was incredibly difficult for you to have to go through, but I know your teammates had your back. Any other questions? Here's one from Jonathan. Try it again. We'll go to the next one. This is from TJ. A new player that that fans don't know that much about right now, or maybe anything about, that they might be talking about by the time the season's over. Jordan, is there anybody that's kind of caught your eye that didn't play much or at all last season, or maybe is a freshman that you think could make an impact?
I'd say everybody.
JJ, anybody for you?
I want to say KD McDaniel.
Okay. Katie, he's on the outside at your position, right? Yes. Outside linebacker. Okay. Let's go to Mindy. And for Mindy, it's really not so much a question. It's just a statement that she says, even though there can't be as many fans as usual at Kroger Field, they're all going to be cheering for you. Jordan, what do you think that'll be like in playing games with such a small amount of fans in the stands?
I say it'll feel like a scrimmage, but it'll give people more like communication, so you can hear people and just be more locked in. But it'll be weird though.
Yeah, it's gonna be unusual, that's for sure. Got a few more minutes here for questions if we get some in from the Facebook platform or the Twitter platform. Our virtual fan days presented by Clay Ingels. And I would say go ahead and send in questions, even if you can't be with us tomorrow night. Send in questions as some of these folks have done, and we can get them on. From Linda, when she says, when the media downplays how good you guys are, does that affect you or motivate you? Octavius, you guys pay much attention to what people say about your team?
Not really so much since I've been here. I usually try to stay out of the mix with the media and stuff like that, because I just feel like with most of the media, the guys have been with us, like grinding at 6 a.m., working out with us, and been there at 3:30 when we had practice and stuff like that. So I really feel like they can't judge us because they don't really know us from within.
JJ, what about you? You guys think you're overlooked?
Yes, we always overlook. I want to say, yeah,
it really motivate us, like seeing like Boogie Watson didn't make Reese Bowl. He really been grinding since he have a different mindset now. Like he's really showing different skills he can really do now. So yeah, that really motivate all of us.
Okay, Jordan.
Yeah, I said motivate us.
Okay, let's go to another question for Octavius. This one comes in from Carter. Asks if you're going to wear 00.
No, I wish. No, I will. That's not. I don't think that's a legal number. I know they just made 0 a legal number, but I don't think 00 is a legal number. I got the 8 though. I got the 8.
Got 8. Okay. I got a statement here from Lewis. Just says, J-Dub, they love you.
Love you too.
All right. Guys, we appreciate you joining us. I know it's an exciting time getting ready to start, and you got to make it through one more Saturday before you get to play. But best of luck this season. We can't wait to see you guys do your thing down at Auburn.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us. All right, gang, that's going to do it for this session of the Virtual Fan Day presented by Clay Ingels. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 Eastern Time. And if you can't be with us, go ahead and send in questions, and we can get some of those up during the course of the show. And we'll see you tomorrow here in the UK Football Virtual Fan Day.